Yeah. All right, we're recording the first ever podcast of lab people who should not be employed, and also the sound is probably going to be fucked up on this. So you know, and we're talking today with other people who shall remain nameless because we're all anonymous about how aliens and the government are the same thing.
So there is a United Nations version of alien in the galaxy that.
No, you probably can't hear you from there, man. You gotta shout. Yeah, Galactic Alien America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, right? That's it. It just makes sense. Like, that's it. Like, because why else? Alright, that was a great podcast. That was so good. Do we want to get a contribution from our third over here who's eating salad, or?
So I think we're gonna have to script this out a little bit.
No, boo on that shit.
They're gonna nuke us because they're gonna get in trouble in the United Nations.
Yeah, the United Galactic Nations. Yeah, the United Galactic Nations is like, you can't kill Earth unless.
But you can destabilize
Yeah, you can destabilize it. Yeah,
or you
I like
can
that.
make them kill each other, but not us killing them.
Yeah. And they're like, if we see them do anything that makes sense, we're gonna come down on you. And that's why Trump invaded Iran, because that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? And they're like, oh my god, we'll put a crazy person in office so that everything that he does that we want him to do just looks like his craziness, right?
Yeah, no one will really question it.
Yeah, right? Like that's genius, right? You see, it really is the libs.
You can picture the MIB movie where there is some aliens that driving the person's and it's on the gut like the video and it opens.
But he has a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
MAGA hat.
Tiny MAGA hat.
I was thinking like.
Yeah,
I was thinking I was also thinking like a "Don't Tread on Me" T-shirt, but where the snake has like an alien face or something, and a MAGA hat. Yeah, definitely.
Is it MAGA or MAGA?
Maybe MAGA is an alien word.
MAGA.
All right.
With a T.
Yeah, the MAGAs. I like that, man. The MAGAs. That kind of. I mean, I feel like I could be offensive to like aliens, though, right? It's like, what if they look like that? But they're like worms.
What's the T? Maybe the make America great again and a T.
Make America great again, Trump. This is good. I like that. That's like See? This is how we make money in 2026 as millennials, okay? We just
chill when you're Remain.
Yeah. This is what, right? This is you okay? Yeah. I am gonna post this up. This is happening. This is the thing. This is the thing. We have to pick a name. What's gonna be the name of our the Saturday fun time? With PTD.
PTD?
Yeah, the initials, right? PTD, because I don't want to use like a real name. Of course. I don't know. I feel like if it were.
Kind of forgot about this conversation.
I feel like if it were true, then they do. I feel like there'd be more to it, right? Oh, I had this conversation like a couple days ago with somebody, right? You guys know Star Trek, where they have like the prime directive of like we will not interfere with other cultures, blah blah blah. You guys have seen Star Trek?
Yeah.
You've never heard of the prime directive?
No.
It's like do not fuck up pre-warp civilizations by interacting with them because they have to find their own way or something.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's like a thing.
Kind of remember.
It's like a thing. It's like one of the big things in Star Trek, right? That Picard quotes all the time. And I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? That's a great propaganda line if aliens just don't want to give us technology, right? So they come in, they create this cultural thing from the 60s. Gene Roddenberry, obviously an alien when he created Star Trek, right? And he comes in, and like that way they create this long-term propaganda campaign so that when aliens come down and we're like, hey, can you make us immortal? And they're like, that would be wrong. We'll be like, oh
Unethical.
shit, you are so ethical for not letting us not die. Right? Yeah, right? It's just, right? We were like, hey, can we have like space travel so we can like, whatever. And they're like, that would also be wrong. We just don't want to, it's just for your own benefit that we keep you here on this planet. Also, the cameras that we have up everywhere, recording you. It's definitely not a reality TV show. It's a South Park, right? You know a South Park episode, right? Like Earth is just a fucking reality show. Jesus Christ. Alright. Good,
It's synonymous to like those isolated tribes that we discourage them to be contact with, right?
Yeah, that's us, man. We're the dudes on that little island that like eat people when they like come there, right? Yeah, that's us. Yep. Okay, to be fair, what if like the dudes who landed in the 40s were like, hey, maybe humanity wants to join, and then we ate them or something, right? And they were like, no, fuck you guys. It could be our own fault, right? Still America, though. It's America's fault. I don't know. I'm following all that shit though, like all the alien stuff that's coming out right now. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Isn't it maybe they're trying to divert our attention from what's going on now? And that's why, because it has been talked about that they're gonna unclassify it like 2 years ago. But why are they talking about it right now?
Wait, what?
Why
aren't they talking about it?
Yeah.
Why are they talking about it again?
Oh, they
right
are.
now? Because they talked about it like a couple of years ago that they are gonna unclassify some of the documents that pertains to the sightings and UFOs and all that shit.
Didn't they already?
Yeah, we did on some part that they say.
I thought they already released that information.
Huh?
I thought they already released that information.
Yeah. And I don't know if
There's more?
there's more or what even is been unclassified, if there's real alien or not. I didn't get into that part.
I remember the dude being like, we can talk more about this behind closed doors, but we can't do it in an open session. And it was like specifically, so like, okay. So, plausible deniability, right? And like, game theory in general, right? If you can't, if I ask you if you're lying, and you say, I can't tell you that, right? But then sometimes I ask you if you're lying, and you say no, right? Then I know that any time you say I can't tell you that, the answer's probably yes. Sometimes when the answer's no, you also have to say, like poker, when we're playing poker, sometimes when the answer's no, you also have to say, I can't tell you that. The question is, are these generals and Congress people playing correct game theory? Because one of those discussions that they had was, that they were like, hey, are there alien biologics, right? Are there like biological alien findings, blah, blah, blah. And that was one of the things the guy was like, we cannot talk about that. But he talked about all these other questions and answered all the other questions. So if he said specifically to that question, I can't talk about that, the indicator, the inference there is that yes, there are biological alien remains that we have found. Unless the dude is doing some kind of game theory or disinformation campaign where he specifically did that to make it sound like that was possible, even though it's not. Or unless that was just part of the algorithm for when he denies and when he doesn't. I don't know with that. It's hard to tell because this is like the actual trillions of dollars government, blah, blah, blah. But to
I don't
me...
think aliens are real.
Yeah, to me... So what?
I don't think aliens are real.
I don't know. I didn't until that. To me, that was weak evidence that there are actual biological fucking alien remains that we have found, which I was like, holy shit. Because, yeah, I love aliens. I absolutely think aliens are real. Somewhere in the universe, within like, the 90 billion light year radius of the fucking universe, yeah, there's probably like some other alien somewhere.
If that's even real.
Yeah, 90 billion light years and 13.7 billion years, somewhere in that 13.7 by 90 billion sphere, right? Hypersphere, well, half a hypersphere. Yeah, I think there's probably some other fucking aliens.
Do you think that there's aliens, Tom?
But on
You know
Earth,
more
I
about
don't
space
fucking
than
know.
I do.
I
Because I know you studied
if you can imagine how billions are, like the space, I would think that there might be somewhere out there.
But I don't know if they're here, though, right?
Yeah.
Like this is like we're small. Like we've only been broadcasting shit into the space for like 100 years, 200 years. I don't fucking know when the first radio was invented, but like, and like our signals attenuate really fast. Like so, like how unless they knew that Earth could develop life and have been like monitoring here for like fucking millions of years, you know, like it's just far fetched. Unless there's some amazing technology where they can be, they're God basically, right? Omnipresent. They can be everywhere all at once and monitor the whole universe. It's just, I don't think that's a thing, right? Like the amount of fucking processing you'd have to have or something like that, even if you were God, would be larger than the universe in terms of like, yeah, that's not necessarily true. Because not every planet has the potential for life, but still.
I'm on the side of like, if you're talking about aliens being like a plant or a tiny, you know, single cell thing or something like.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like another life form that's more like us or like animals that we have here, like I just can't imagine.
Well,
that.
I don't think like alien parakeets are traveling to Earth.
That's what I mean.
But like in the vastness of the universe, yeah, there's probably some like alien parakeets around. But like, yeah, if they traveled here, they're probably.
And whenever I think about the vastness of space, I also think about the depths of the ocean, which we also cannot completely.
Those are like different scales, right?
Yeah, but we also
kinda
we
small.
cannot actually like know
Yeah.
everything about the deepest part of the ocean
Sure,
either.
but we know a lot about it. We also know the energy density on the ocean floor is kind of small. It's like a desert. The ocean is like a desert, but with water. Kind of. Like it's not. That doesn't have. It's not like there's not like most of the life in the ocean are either on the shores or on the surface. There's not a whole lot of life like hundreds of meters down in the middle of the deep parts of the ocean.
But there is life.
There is some life, sure,
Yeah.
but there's not like a lot because bacteria, which are usually the bottom of the food chain, need some food, right? And they get their food. They're producers, so they get their food from like light and shit like that. So if light doesn't reach you,
Not necessarily. There's that fish that lives down there that doesn't have eyes.
yeah. So some of them get their energy, you know, third hand from like hydrothermal vents. Some get it from eating decomposers on the ocean floor because when shit dies, it does sink. And there has to be pretty. My understanding is that I don't know if that's true, but my understanding is that stuff has to be kind of big to make it to the ocean floor. Like whale bodies, they get eaten on the ocean floor, but like a minnow or something, if it dies, it probably is going to get eaten before it makes it to the bottom. And I don't know like how it works exactly. And I don't know if that makes sense either, because yeah, it doesn't really make sense in terms of probability. Like, if it was true the ocean was empty, then it would be more likely for the middle body to make it to the bottom, in which case the ocean would be less empty, in which case the minnow wouldn't make it to the bottom. It's kind of a circular, I don't know what the answer there is, but... What were we talking about?
Well, I was just comparing that, like, we can't know, like, what is in the vastness of space, and that, to me, is the same.
It is, you're right,
The
yeah.
exploration out there is the same as, like, how we are still exploring the ocean, the depths of the ocean, and we can't even totally know what's going on there. Even some forests, right? There's some
No, I mean, the
forests that we
fucking
don't have figured out.
space is a fucking desert. Like, space is, like, way more of a desert than the ocean is. Space is like a desert. That shit is empty. But yeah. Forests? There's forests we haven't explored? Really? Oh, that's true. We've been over, like, there's probably like a square foot of forest that we haven't. But, like, most of the forests, Like there's like parts of the Amazon that we haven't explored, but not like most of the stuff that can be accessed has been explored somewhat. I think at this point, there's so many weird people out there doing it. You ever like watch people like free climb up a 1,000-foot cliff? Like people do crazy weird shit to the walls. So hiking is kind of a low barrier compared to like scuba diving or going to space. But as soon as we're all going to space all the time, I'm sure people will be exploring space more too. Just check out that weird mountain on Venus. Let's hike in 700-degree weather. For the walls as well. I don't know. Like it fills me with terror and also like maybe a little hope. Like if aliens exist, then even if we like wipe ourselves out here, at least like consciousness doesn't all die out or something. I don't know. Unless the aliens are AIs, right? And they aren't actually conscious. And their mission is just to go and like destabilize the universe. iRobot. I never actually read the iRobot series, but one of the things for the Foundation and iRobot were in the same universe or some shit. And like iRobot were about like creating all these robots, and then the robots went out to the universe and disappeared. Humanity didn't know where it happened. And like thousands of years later, when humanity spreads out over the universe, they find that like there's no aliens anywhere. And it turns out the robots went out and like killed all of the aliens. That's fucking real. That's fucking Asimov shit there, man. Or maybe, I don't know.
So the robot is so powerful that he was able to...
Yeah, like the robots, like we gave them laws of like protect, human beings, and the robots like kind of inferred from that the prime law was to protect humanity, and the most dangerous thing to humanity were aliens, so they went out in the universe and declared galactic war on aliens and wiped all of them out before we got there. Or something like that. I don't know, I never read it, but yeah, so what if we're the aliens and someone else's robots are like out there, but like they have rules about you can't like kill aliens directly either, so that's why they're trying to destabilize us and get us to ruin the environment and nuke each other. Right? Trump got elected because the aliens hacked the voting machines. Fuck, man. Look at all the billionaires. Like, all of our billionaires,
The lizard...
they seem kind of alien-ish, right?
The Ozempic situation.
I don't know, man. Oh, what? What?
Ozempic and how it's like...
Ozempic situation? I
Yeah,
don't know that.
make
What is
people
that?
look really weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like
It has like
Zuckerberg is
lasting
over there.
effects or something.
I know Quentin rants about it all the fucking time.
Ozempic.
Yeah.
He knows someone to take it?
No, he just says it's bad for you and stuff, and I'm like, okay.
Are people that have taken it look unhealthy and even alien?
So maybe Ozempic
Because
makes
a lot of
you
those
alien?
people have had, plastic surgery and stuff too.
But I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny and beautiful, hot. I would be so hot if I was skinny. Could you imagine me if I was like this, right? Like look at me. So like this, right? But like instead like, like that, right? Like I saw this dude the other day on the TikToks, and he had like his waist was like that big, and I was like, oh my god, his shoulders were like that big, and I was like, oh my god, you took your waist, and you put it on your shoulders, right? It's real, right? The TikToks don't lie. Based. I don't know, it weirds me out. It also weirds me out that like they kept it secret for like 50, 60, 70 fucking years too. 80 years. 80 years? Like if Roswell was like the 40s, this is like the 20s, so that's like 80 years. Like in 3 years, it'll be 80 years since Roswell or some shit like that. Or maybe it's next year. Is Roswell 47 or 49?
Well, do they keep it secret because there is information?
Also, didn't Roswell happen?
Or do
like,
they keep it, or is it information that proves alien life? Or is it information disproving alien life, in which case it would prove that any budgeting that's gone towards that research has been for naught, And that's why they keep it hidden, because they're like, oh, whoops.
Is that Roswell?
I don't know, but it's weird that Roswell happened like within like a couple of years of like the first nuclear bombs got set off, and then Roswell happened within like a couple of years or something.
After the nuclear bomb.
I think I think Roswell I think it was Roswell like 40.
What?
Just Google it. Roswell 47 or 40.
Well, you guys know more stuff.
What is the?
I don't know anything, Pete. It probably didn't even happen. I'm just like,
1947.
yeah. Wait, are you going away? Come back.
What would be the incentive of people making it as a big thing? I would think that maybe it's part of the Cold War, but they keep it as a secret, so it doesn't make sense to intimidate countries during the Cold War, right?
Yeah.
When is the Cold War?
Cold War.
It's like
1923,
No.
1925.
the last ice age.
1940.
I think it's like started in like the late 40s, early 50s, and it went until like what?
1945
1990?
to 1991.
Yeah. So it's a long Cold War. Whatever. Also, I don't know how cold it was because like there were other wars that happened. It wasn't like direct. Okay, how about this question? Do you guys want aliens to be real?
Oh, that's a good question. Not really.
Why do you not want aliens to be real? For posterity. Aliens are gonna know, right? They're gonna know. They're gonna be like, oh my god, P didn't like aliens.
They're gonna be like, I don't want you to be real.
They're gonna kill you first.
Yeah.
You have to say.
I'm sorry, aliens. Please forgive me.
Yeah, dude. Got a freaking Roku's basilisk here, man.
No, I don't want them to be real so that I'm right. Just joking.
Is it real?
I don't know.
Do you want aliens to be real? I don't know. My initial reaction is like, no. I don't know. Just,
Yeah, I have like mixed feelings, right?
It just seems stupid.
But if aliens aren't real, then all of our problems are our own fault, and that's kind of sad too. Like, I kind of want to be able to blame somebody else, right? Like, okay, what if aliens aren't real and God isn't real, and everything we do wrong is actually our own faults? Like every like apocalypse, every like tragedy, every like genocide, like we did the genocide. What if we did the genocide, right?
Like consequences of small actions.
Yeah, man, like so we've done a lot of genocide, right?
I have to think about, okay, so what about the opposite? If I said, yes, I want the aliens to be real. Why do I want them to be real? Why do I want aliens to be real?
I don't know, because they're hot. Some aliens are really hot. Just throwing that out there, okay? I've seen anime.
Why do I not want them to be real?
I don't want them to be real because it's terrifying. And I've had nightmares.
Even terrifying.
Yeah, even if
I've had nightmares of them eating me. Like I literally had a nightmare where they eat my brain.
It's just bacteria.
Not, I don't mean like that. I mean like aliens like coming to Earth, like not
You mean
bacteria.
like
aliens.
the green.
Yeah, like
monsters
what is it? What do they consider? Non-human NHI, non-human intelligence, not just like bacteria on other planets. Like yeah, I am like mostly like the only way that there's no bacteria on other planets is one, we're in a simulation and everything's fake and this is just the only planet that actually fucking exists. Or two,
why is it? Because
that's it pretty much. That's it.
Why would be that limitation of the simulation?
That's why would if the simulation is only simulating Earth, why would they ever bother to simulate anything on other planets? Like maybe bacteria will exist on those planets if we ever get there, but like does it exist on the planet right now? Like I'm not saying it's the opposite, right? I'm saying like if there is no other life in the universe, then it's probably a good indicator that we're in a simulation. We could be in a simulation, there could still be life on other planets as well. I'm just saying, like, I feel like
Wait,
no
if
other
we're in a
life anywhere in the
simulation,
universe.
Who's creating the simulation? Aliens?
That was a good circle.
It's us. We are creating simulation to
That's what my dad
ourselves.
says. That's what my dad says. He thinks the fucking aliens are flying around or us too. He's like they're humans from the future, or humans from like another dimension or something, you know, blah blah blah, which has its own whatever, you know, but humans from a reality that never invented Christianity, and so they're 1,000 years further ahead, like Family Guy. I don't know. Who would I like if we are simulated? I mean, I don't know. Are we the simulators and the simulated? Like, how does that work? I don't know. Like, even if they look different than us, if they created us, aren't we technically their children? Which would make us the same. Like, if we create AI, is it an alien? Or is it our child? Or are all children aliens? Right? That would explain a lot, wouldn't it? I see the wheels turning in your head right now.
I haven't thought about aliens being scary ever. So if
Dude, did
they
you not
did
see Independence
exist-
Day?
No, I mean, yeah, sure, but like when I think about something actually existing, I just think like it must just be existing the way we're existing. Why would it have to be scary or taking over or smarter than us or any of that? So
Smart, I mean, they're smarter than us because they're from like they like have like spaceships.
don't we have spaceships?
I mean, do we? I don't know how to count like ours do ours count as spaceships? Okay. But I think spaceship, I think Star Trek. You know, like deep space can like survive kind of indefinitely out there in deep space. You know, energy to matter, matter to energy, faster than light travel.
Maybe we should look up
Politics.
the definition of what a space
I don't know, man. Like I guess like
I would
this,
think a
the
rocket
space shuttle
ship.
was a spaceship, but
A rocket ship is a ship.
I mean, is it
In
or is it
space.
just a literal missile that we're shooting into the air that happens to have people inside it? Like they're the one they just did, Artemis,
Yeah.
right? Like the whole thing they're talking about is like a lot of it is really complicated gravity maneuvers, so they don't have to like use fuel, which is just really smart. But in essence, the thing is almost just falling for like the next 2 weeks. It's gonna fall around Earth twice, and then fall around the moon once, and then fall back to Earth. And it's just kind of falling, like really fast, really fast. I saw the pictures. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just saw the pictures on the thing. So I don't know. Is that like a spaceship? Like, I don't know. One of the issues with the spaceship thing is that if they aren't spaceships, then the only place spaceships exist is in our heads and like pop culture. And it's entirely possible that an actual spaceship has never existed in the universe. And the first spaceship that ever exists will be one that we make. Right? Assuming aliens aren't real and whatnot. And what do you guys define as a spaceship? You like that? Because like it wouldn't be flapping, right? Because it's not a bird, right? It'd be like, but there's also no air, so it probably wouldn't be making like a whoosh sound.
What were you doing that for again the other day? A helicopter?
Yeah, it makes more sense for the spaceship than the helicopter, but it's still. I'll get it eventually.
You're doing this like this show, right?
She's talking about. I was like, it's a helicopter. Yeah. Also, every time that we talk about aliens and I see this, I'm like, so are those alien faces? I feel very Telug and Lorik right now. You look kind of Varanation. Varanation? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, but it's hilarious that we have this up there.
I'm getting tired.
No, it's not tired. Maybe a little nage. Feeling a little nage right now. Nage.
What if the entire galaxy or the entire universe is just a dandruff from one superhuman big size creature, or not even creature, maybe a god or something.
Quintara Marathon. By I think that was like Chalker or something, or somebody. Demons at Rainbow Bridge. And at the end of the series, our universe is like a bubble of exhaust from like a science experiment that the engineer on like a interdimensional spaceship is running. And then like the captain of the spaceship and the engineer on the spaceship are kind of like at odds with each other or some shit. And like the captain is like our conception of God and the engineer is our conception of Satan. But like they're really just, you know, they're like on a Star Trek spaceship in like a different dimension. Yeah, like Picard is the god and Scotty is the devil.
That's what I always thought about. Like those microorganisms that lives in our intestine doesn't know that they're inside a big giant creature.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're the alien god to E. coli.
Yeah. How it's unimaginable for them to travel even up just to the esophagus, but they're not actually out yet of vast whatever.
Can you imagine if all the bacteria in your body just suddenly gained consciousness?
What are they gonna do? They're gonna keep
War. I'm sure they would have like genocidal war against each other in your stomach.
But they would not kill you, right? Because if they kill you, then they will die too.
I would assume that they really wouldn't conceive of you as alive. They would conceive of each other as alive, and then their nuclear war would eventually destroy you, or possibly they would just pollute you until, you know, they died too.
That's not always the every technological advancement that human made. You can also see that in like, you know, the bacterial resistant to antibiotics.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're flying out to the moon, and then you can say that bacteria on the microscope that they are trying to get, or whatever, trying to get like DNA of other bacteria just to make them resistant.
A super bug.
Yeah.
Well, bacteria DNA don't work just like ours. Sometimes they create like little plasmids and stuff that like will carry, and so they can just transmit the plasmids around between each other, and then we end up with things that are resistant to all kinds of weird shit. Like, it doesn't even have to be the same species. Sometimes they can just like one of them eats another one and gains its power like a fucking superhero or something. It's not aliens in your stomach. It's a Marvel universe. Fucking Doctor Doom is gonna come in and just fucking steal all the plasmids. Have we had a Marvel superhero yet that like just like sucks out other people's powers? Because I know that's coming. It's got to be like on the way, right? One of these days, when they run out of ideas, or they already kind of run out of.
Isn't that Rogue?
I was just gonna say, is that Rogue? From X-Men?
Yeah, you're right. X-Men is coming in. X-Men's coming in here, right? It's like you gotta include that in like the next thing or something, right? I don't know. I don't really like. I've been watching them, but it's hard for me to do it, and I usually just wait for them to be on Disney. Also, Thor with long hair is
real?
technically
like
a
mutants
Disney
that
princess.
Can do that? You think that's real?
What? No.
Superheroes.
I don't know. No. Maybe. No.
I guess it just kind of makes me
Crazy.
go, okay, right? Like, we're talking about aliens. Then what about anything?
I mean,
else?
Captain
You
America's
mentioned-
real. He's fucking president right now.
You mentioned God. What about superheroes or like what? How do you know? I guess.
Well, God and
Yeah,
aliens
so-
have like some basis in reality. Superheroes don't really.
What do you mean? You just said.
What do
"Not
you
really."
mean?
That means that they do.
What do you mean that what superheroes do you think exist? Like
What do you mean? How do you define your
Superman
superhero?
is an alien, okay?
yeah, okay. Fuck, that's a good
Oh
point.
my god!
I mean,
whoa!
Okay, that's a
No, what I'm really trying to
touche,
get at,
right? Like maybe aliens are superheroes. I don't fucking know.
what I'm trying to get at is,
What about Bigfoot?
how do you know that certain things exist and certain things don't? Why was it so easy to be like superheroes aren't real, but it's like, oh, aliens are real,
Because
or
like
God, or whatever.
because aliens have you're right. Probably a cultural thing.
How do we decide
It's
that
more
anything is real?
it's
or
more
not real?
culturally acceptable to believe in aliens and God than it is to believe in superheroes, right? And because you're right, there's like about as much evidence that I know of for those things, right? But like in the scale of conspiracy theories, right? Like I feel like believing superheroes and Bigfoot exist is like I feel like believing superheroes exist is like lower than believing Bigfoot exists, right? Which in turn is like lower than believing like God and aliens exist, which in turn is like lower than believing climate change exists, the dinosaurs, history is more than 6,000 years old, blah 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 blah. Right? Like it's all kind of belief in a sense, but like belief also defines who you are. Like I believe I exist, right? I don't actually know I exist. It's not like a knowledge thing. Even if I like read the data itself on all this shit, I still be believing the data. So like, I think that's a Sunny in Philly episode. Reynolds. I was just thinking as I was driving here today. You guys see Reynolds versus Reynolds, the serial defense?
No.
Well, we should watch that episode today. Yeah. Kind of making fun of American, I don't know, reticence to believe expert testimony, whatever. I don't know, and other shit. But do you guys believe
it's
this?
not plausible though, right? Like for example, like we thought Cyclops. How would you explain the beam that gets out of his eyes?
Because there's the force dimension where all of it, the punch dimension, right, in Marvel, where he's actually not firing a laser, he's firing like a beam of punch energy. That's a real thing. I don't make that up. That's like the fucking thing in fucking Marvel for why is fucking yeah. So I mean yeah, I guess I could believe Cyclops exists if a punch dimension exists or something. I mean fucking what's his face? They just had the void or whatever. He's a power of 1,000 exploding suns, and you're like, but like, how are they still exploding? Like, are they just always exploding?
I mean, there is like superhuman abilities that are product of where the necessity. Like there is one particular tribe in the Pacific where they live. They're nomads. They're just riding their boats or their what I heard is called like diesel. And one of their livelihood is just go dive every day hunting for fish and diving for pearl. So
Yeah,
they
I
ended
heard
up
about this
evolving
too.
like that.
They can hold their breath for
Yeah.
like 11 minutes
Yeah.
at a time.
That's kind of a superpower.
Yeah. So it's kind of
Well, okay, right, so like in X-Men, they become superhuman because of their mutations. Mutations happen all the time.
Yeah, but
So
most
like,
mutations
yeah.
kill you, right, or give you cancer.
No, not necessarily.
Most mutations, yes, most mutations either are neutral or bad for you. It's very rare for there to be mutations that are like good, and it's like really weird. Like I'm not like I believe in evolution, but it's weird that you can have random mutations that eventually give you something that like helps, and it has to be such a small change that. Like, it has to be such a small change that it's either, like, benign or whatever, or at least, like, it has to propagate, right? Like, your mutation has to propagate into the rest of the species, and then, like, accumulate with other mutations to, like, get toes and eyes
but not something as drastic as shooting laser out of your eyes, right?
I don't know. Like, I understand why like crazy religious people have issues with macroevolution. Like, there are really good arguments for how a brain gets smarter. Because that makes a lot of sense. We can very clearly see how like people would compete with each other and the smartest ones would do the best, and then you'd have bigger brains that would compete with each other again, you get even smarter people, right? Makes a lot of sense. Sharper claws on an animal, same kind of thing, right? But like evolving a head or hands in the first place, it's like way more complicated. I feel like it's way more complicated, and I don't know.
Yeah, from single cell organism.
Yeah.
To like decide on.
Yeah. Like a bunch of like weird amino acids and shit floating in a pool of jism 4 billion years ago to,
Us.
you know, we are obviously the peak. In this room right now. Yeah, like, you know, like people always blah 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 about eyes. Eyes I actually kind of understand. Because like our skin is somewhat light sensitive, and like animals have like there are animals that have like parts of their skin more light sensitive, and they just that kind of thing I can see like, but like I don't know, man. Like there's just so much, I guess, that like so complicated, like crazy complicated biochemical pathways and stuff. What aliens? What were we talking about? Aliens? How do we get on this? Oh, superheroes. Yeah, superheroes.
Just
Definitely.
using different ideas to decide on how serious it is to believe in anything.
Unbreakable. You guys remember Unbreakable with fucking Bruce Willis, right? That was sort of like, yeah, he was just like he wasn't a superhero. His bones just didn't really break. He was just really like fucking damage resistant and shit, right? Or
How?
something.
Like tough skin or?
I like tough skin, tough joints, tough bones. It just shit didn't rip, you know.
I didn't like Glass. Or I mean,
Yeah.
Unbreakable. I liked Glass and Split.
Yeah,
Was it Split and what was that?
Split was fun with what's his face. It's like one of the only movies I actually liked him in, honestly, because I really don't McAvoy. I really don't like McAvoy in a lot of his shit. Did you guys ever see the shooting one with Angelina Jolie and him? Right, and it's like the bullets. They like to bend the bullets. And
Oh
like,
yeah.
Right. I think that was the first movie I ever saw him in, and I did not appreciate him a little bit. Just rubbing the wrong way. Like the movie itself was fine. It was fun, weird, but he annoyed me. And since then, he's really not that bad. He just like, but every time I see him, I just like I remember that movie, and I get a little
Who are
annoyed.
you talking to? Oh.
James McAvoy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like James McAvoy. I like his voice.
But Split. But he's really good in Split. He's like an amazing Split. You know.
And then the third one's called Glass, right?
Yeah. About what's his face.
I
Yeah.
didn't like Unbreakable. I couldn't get into it.
Unbreakable or Glass?
Unbreakable.
You didn't like the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a slow movie. It was really unusual. Slow.
I wasn't even interested in it until I saw Split and realized that it was a part of this 3-part.
Well, Split and Glass feel like very different movies. They feel like Hollywood movies. Unbreakable feels like an M. Night Shyamalan movie before M. Night Shyamalan became like, you know, a goofball. You guys see The Village?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit. So I saw The Village when I was like, I don't know, in my fucking when you scan this in, when I was in my teens, and I went in with this dude to go see it, and we were absolutely stoned out of our minds, like gone. And I had no idea what it was going to be about, right? It was just like a Shyamalan film, and I was like, yeah, because they were really like hush hush about like what the movie was and the twist and shit like that. So that shit blew my mind. It was terrifying. That monster was terrified, man. It scared the shit out of me. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, just but it was like such the atmosphere of the movie was so different than like a lot of the other movies later on, right?
What movie are you?
The Village, right? And Sixth Sense, you know, and a lot
Was
of
it
his
the European
early
movie?
shit.
Was it
No, that's Shyamalan. Am I Shyamalan, right?
So is Lady in the Water. I like Lady in the Water.
Lady in the Water was a weird one. It was really different too. I honestly, Lady in the Water and The Gathering, I feel like were kind of the turning points for him, where like he went from really
Did
original.
you see that fairy one?
I thought that was Lady in the Water. What are you talking about?
No, the one where they're like in a box and like these weird creatures, like fairies or something, watch them and yeah. Oh, maybe it's not M. Night Shyamalan. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave like that. It's already 2 o'clock.
It was a fairy movie?
Yeah. And they like can transform, like they watch you and then they transform into you. They look like you.
Oh shit! See that's like actual that's like an actual like a skinwalker kind of thing or something, right? Or something?
Yeah. And they talk about the legend of it and it's based on like I think Irish lore. You know, he always takes those kind of things.
Is that Lady in the Water or different?
No, it's called something else. It's really good too. And then didn't he make Trap? Is Trap M. Night Shyamalan too? No, it's his daughter, right? Well, whatever. Anyways, aliens.
I think more like maybe a changeling. So you think that do you remember what the name of the fairy one was?
Huh?
Do you remember what the name of the fairy one was?
Well, you said changeling. It's something like that. They talked about that. I don't know. Right out the gate, I'm like, I don't believe in aliens, like the way that people talk about them. I think maybe there could be something else living in on another planet that's like surviving a certain environment, whatever. That's
So you don't think we have like alien visitors? You don't think there's non-human
No.
intelligences? You don't think? What do you think all this shit is about, like UFOs and shit? Then, you know, the government being like blah 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 UFOs.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I like learning about it. That's what I was just gonna say.
Do you
Is
think
like
like aliens?
my immediate reaction is to be like, nah, that's not real. But then if I watch like, what is it? Is it the History Channel or whatever that shows like, what are those alien shows?
Yeah, the History Channel shows a lot of Bigfoot and shit now. Yeah, and aliens. And, yeah.
There's a lot of shows about
Just great.
Look at the
Yeah, like there isn't enough important shit in history.
hieroglyphs in Egypt.
Yeah, they
These
can't actually teach
are
us real history,
aliens.
'cause
Like,
that would be
I
illegal.
love learning about that stuff, and I like.
That's
thinking
not
about
real
it.
shit. Okay.
I'm
Anywho.
just saying, I like thinking about it.
Uh-huh.
But straight out the gate, my initial reaction would be like, no, that's not real.
So wait, so you don't believe in aliens at all?
I believe that maybe there's something surviving somewhere.
No, not that.
But
I mean,
not,
like you don't believe like aliens coming to Earth at all.
No. Like I said, straight out the gate, no.
So,
but I'm not like
no
so
UFOs,
closed off that I wouldn't talk
No
about it.
UAPs, no non-human intelligence, no, whatever. All of that stuff is made up. All of it's in people's heads. Governments have made it up. Whatever, blah, blah, blah.
No, I wouldn't put it like that.
How would you put it?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what to think of it really. My immediate reaction is to be like, nah.
So do you like, so are you like, do you, so when
Like,
you
I
say,
don't wanna
when you
put a
say-
lot of
when you-
effort into
yeah.
trying to
When-
find
when-
out if
When
they
you say
exist.
nah, you sound like you don't believe in it as like you don't believe, or you believe that it's not real. But then when you say you don't know, you sound more like agnostic, right? Like, are
I
you
guess so, yeah.
atheist about aliens, or are you agnostic about aliens?
That's a good way to put it. Agnostic, probably.
Okay. So,
Because,
so
like-
UFOs
like-
might be real, but you don't know.
Yeah, and mostly that like I'm just not gonna put a lot of effort towards trying to figure it out either. I'm not like frightened that something's gonna come down and take over and la la la. And we need to figure it out, or
I don't know
that we
if
need to
I'd say frightened.
study it.
I might be
and-
hopeful that something's going to come down and take. But that could be the other thing, right? Maybe if we, as a society, right, if they can get us to call out for alien help, we're like, we as a society we look up in the sky and we all say, please save us from ourselves, and then the aliens are like allowed by the galactic government to come down and like fix stuff, you know, right? So maybe that's why maybe they're not fucking us up to kill us. Maybe they're fucking us up enough that we give up.
And worship them?
Yeah, they come down and give us agriculture, and then they come down and give us like fucking, I don't know, immortality or like an internet that doesn't go out. Wi-Fi.
I guess it's just like anything that people say about aliens existing just sounds so outrageous. It's not even like a believable thing. You know, like, okay, so like Henry's really into Venom, which I know is a comic book story. It's not even anything based in the information that might come from our government.
Dude, what are you talking
secret
about? Stan Lee
stuff.
was definitely an alien.
I'm just saying that I hear all of the, what do you call that? Like the legend of it, and it's just so fucking unbelievable.
Are you saying you don't believe in aliens because Venom seems impractical to you?
No, that's not.
Also, I just have to
giving
say,
it
like,
as an
I know it's like a
example that-
sidebar, but like, just we were talking about Bigfoot and then like
Yeah.
Venom, and I was like, what if Venom got inside Bigfoot? Right? Like, that should be a comic right there, man. Okay, anywho, yeah. So yeah, I don't believe in Venom either. I mean, P, whatever, you know. God damn it, now it's on the first page. I don't believe in Venom. Since when did I ever even use your name? That's so random. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to like bleep that out now. Anywho.
We're not gonna use.
Yeah, I'm definitely posting this up. This is happening.
Where's this
I
going?
posted it on my YouTube, and I have 2 subscribers. For real. One of them's my nephew, and I think one of those. I think you get like a default 1 because you're subscribed to yourself. So technically, a 1 subscriber. It's fine. I'm gonna get more though. Okay. All right. Like 2 different people in my family have said that they might subscribe at some point. So that'll be like 4, like 3, but like 4.
I like this.
It's gonna be a lot of traction. All right. You want to be careful and not have your name on here because, you know, like what if people know that you have a name like that? So we be safe. Okay. All right. Nobody has names anymore. It's like a Gen Z thing.
Maybe if you could make like a previewing or pre-listening of this where it just says it's edited to just say the things that would make people want to comment, but they can't comment unless they subscribe. So like no, aliens aren't real. You know how many people would want to comment on that?
YouTube needs that.
And
man.
like tear me apart and be like, she doesn't know shit, which I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
This is gonna be great. Now you're having like a whole thing of like, oh my god, people are actually gonna hear this and they're gonna judge me for not believing in aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. No one will ever see my YouTube channel, assuming I even ever post it up. We're still waiting for me to post up those risk games with me and Tom. God damn it. My name's David. There you go. I said all 3 now. Fucking shit. All right.
There's actually a good like
A good outro.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's you're right. That's the end. Happy birthday.
See you guys later.